it's not easy, and so I think we're disappointed that it stayed close, but fired up for our defense. You know, I don't know what they said, like 34 years before a shutout or something like that. I think is what they said versus Division I opponent. So pretty impressive how they played today. Limited their offense, and kind of the story of the day.
Offensively, though, it seems like first half you guys had a couple of key drives, and then kicking game kind of took over. To see the offense stall, kind of uncharacteristic so far for you guys this year, right?
Yeah, they didn't finish well, and so disappointed there. And we got to go figure out what happened and get back on track.
I think some of your players were telling us that you said you're not a great team yet, maybe a good team, because great teams know how to put away easy opponents. Not that this was an easy opponent, but is this a game you thought you should have won by the end of the first half?
Yeah, I mean, the game was close. That if our defense wasn't playing so good, it would have been scary. It was never in jeopardy because our defense was choking them out a little bit, But, a great team doesn't have lulls. A great team has the energy and the focus it needs to play like we've been playing the last 4 games. And we didn't play like that today. So what happened and what can we do about it? Obviously we're starting a conference play, and so this is a 7-game mission to bring home a championship.
To win your last 3, though, confidence-wise, you feel the team is in a pretty good spot right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Other than the injuries, I think everybody's feeling good, ready to roll. The penalty stuff is pretty frustrating. I think a little bit also because of the injuries, we got new guys playing, so it seems like every week you're disappointed with penalties, and so I think I just got to do a better job this week, really lock in.
I know the rain didn't help, but still a nice crowd for family weekend, would you say, right?
Heck yeah. No, I was impressed. We sold more tickets for this game than the UT Martin game. And, for the weather around here, it's pretty impressive our fans staying out. Historically, they're a bunch of sissies when it rains. And so it means a lot that they came inside and showed up and supported on the Redhawks.
Coming into this week, though, did you feel offensively you were probably in a better place than what the fans got a chance to see today?
Yeah, I think we have a lot better talent in the production we put in. But that's what happens when you settle the field goals. I don't know what we kicked 4 and missed 2. But, I mean, you kick 6 field goals. That's not good, right?
It's good to have a guy like DC on your team, though, right, who can most of the time be clutch in this.
Absolutely, and that's good. And I thought he had a solid day. Kicked off the ball well too.
To have that type of confidence in your kicker, I know made some big kicks last week at SIU, missed 1. I know you said missed 2 today. Is that do you think the misses are a confidence thing, or is it more just a
one was a snap hold. The first miss was all 3 of them, and then the 4th miss he just mishit it. I just think he's just got to really lock in, and I think that's the thing. Like when you're pretty good, it's really hard to be great, right? And so how can you find that advantage to turn the corner there and make them all? That's the goal.
But to know if your offense can stall, you have a guy like him. I mean, is there any hesitation? I know a lot of times teams want to go for it, but is there with you? Is it we're going to kick it?
No, there's no hesitation. Sometimes I went for it on 4th down. Probably a couple field goal situations just because you're tired of settling there and trying to get 6 on the board.
And I guess moving forward, I know you said a lot of things to clean up. I know you didn't watch the film just yet, but how do you think your team looks entering just next week and coming off coming into it with a 3-game winning streak?
I think we're looking good. I think we're go out and have a great Monday and take off the mistakes and get after it. So it'll be a tough opponent. EIU has a lot of tradition. When I first got here, they were SEMO. They were the team that was beating everybody, ranked in the top. So I have a lot of respect for them, the coaches they have. They've got a great quarterback. And so it's hard to win on the road in the conference. So we got to make sure we put the work in this week.
What's your injury update at this time on Peyton Brown?
Peyton Brown was an ankle injury, so we couldn't return. We'll get it X-ray and all that.
From an offensive standpoint, defense for Northwestern playing a lot of man coverage and doing a good job of shutting down the wide receivers today, creating some tight spots for action more. Was there any offensive adjustments in front of you running the ball more later down in the game?
Yeah, they were playing tight coverage. We've made those catches before, and we didn't today. And then I think we pushed pressed a little bit there when we should have just came off it and went to some other things. But we didn't throw the ball well, just the way it is. And sometimes those happen. Loved how we run the ball. Daryl Smith's birthday today went for like 125, and he's a great kid that, you know, had to accept a role that he didn't like, you know, behind some of those other guys, and was patient and waited for his turn, and did a great job today.
And then speaking of the defense, deal with some injuries this year. If there's your aspect of it, what's the grit been like just on that mentality standpoint for defense this year?
Yeah, it just feels like they do hold the standard. Like there's a standard of how we play on defense for a really long time, and we've had bad plays, but we've never gone out and had a bad game on defense. Like they've really been consistent this year.
Just want to ask one more question about pass catching. I noticed a lot of drops. I don't know if the weather was part of it, mistiming, something just we haven't seen. And how many did you count today? And the game would have been different if those balls are caught.
Yeah, I mean, we have had some drops before too, and we're working really hard on it. You know, we at the end of the day, we still have a lot of new wideouts out there that are kind of figuring life out. But also, you know, there might be a little bit of this thing that I got that I'm really good and I got life figured out, and I don't have to have the focus that I had in the other games. So we'll see if that's a problem and make sure. And now they should self-correct and understand that you really got to make sure that you put the work in, are focused and ready for the opportunity.
Coach, one thing, obviously not ideal weather at all. Did that have any impact on the game plan going into the game?
No, we've been really working on the run game, just period, you know, just as a team. And so that didn't have anything to do with it. And, you know, I even asked Max a couple of balls were whatever, and it wasn't the ball being wet or anything. We were just a little bit off. You know, it was, I think, you know, execution is fragile. Like it doesn't take much to get you off, and that's why you got to really dial it in.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it.